Hey, I'm reading, I should say, Cold Hearts. This is a visual novel about dating refrigerators. This is the free demo on Itch.io. If you want to check it out yourself, what are you doing here? I'll leave the link in the description, and you can go play it yourself. Anyways, let's begin. Cold Hearts. Prologue. Have you ever felt like you don't belong? Unable to find your place in this strange world? Surrounded by people you don't connect with, doing daily tasks that don't seem to fit you. Hell, even picking groceries and clothes based on what you think a decent human being would choose. Living the life of an entirely different person, with no way to change it. This is my reality since father died. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for anything except a night spent lying on the couch with a bag of chips, watching TV, or week-long video game grinding sessions. We only had each other, and father made sure I had both my wallet and fridge full. He owned a shop with household appliances, and I helped him out with a few times, but I wasn't really interested in having a job. I wasn't paying attention when he tried to teach me how to pay taxes or how to run your own company. I didn't even notice when he became sick. Oh. Suddenly, everything changed. It felt like I was being slapped in the face with reality. Sadness, grief, guilt. I went through all those phases, trying to accept the fact that he's gone forever. But I never really did. Maybe that's why I try to live his life now. I took over his company. Every morning I wake up, eat a complete breakfast, and go to work, selling washing machines, fridges, toasters, everything just as it should be, except for those sleepless nights. When I try to sleep, dark thoughts haunt me, showing me the worst moments of my life, revealing endless anxieties and my deepest fears. I tried counting sheep, but the only thing that really helps is a quick trip to the kitchen to grab something sweet from my fridge. And so we live together in the harmony and balance of a regular schedule, me and my fridge. Every night I come to visit her to ease my worried mind, and then I go back to sleep. Except for one night. The night when my fridge came to me. Day 0. Who's there? Silence. I'm sure I heard a weird metallic stomping that woke me from another restless dream. My vision is still blurry after such a sudden awakening. I rub my eyes quickly to find the source of the sound. And suddenly, I see it. That's terrifying. It's just me. I'm not sure what's more bizarre. A fridge standing right in front of my bed or hearing a female voice in my bedroom. Act sympathetic. No, cautious. Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Stop hiding behind the fridge, thief. To my surprise, the reply I get is sobbing, in the same high-pitched female voice I heard before. Oh dear, am I dealing with a psycho here? Hey, just tell me what you want and let's get this over with. I just wanted to help. Make it easy for Master tonight. Here. Suddenly, the doors of the fridge open, casting a beam of light, driving away the shadows of my bedroom. Thrown by an unknown power, a bar of chocolate hits my head and lands in my lap. As if that's not enough, the fridge turns around and, to the dreaded sound of metallic stomping, it leaves the room. I'm not gonna read this without laughing. I can't take this anymore. I sink back into the pillows, hoping to wake up from this dream. That was a weird dream. I hope I'm not losing my mind. I scratch my head and rub my face, trying to wake up. I feel something sticky on my hand. And as soon as I open my eyes, I realize something's wrong. My bed sheets are covered in something brown, and so are my hands, my face in pajamas. I jump out of bed quickly and remove my clothes in a panic. Damn it, okay. I know stress can have many effects. I heard about similar disturbances in sleep, but this? Phew. If that wasn't bad enough, there's something sticky on the bottom of my foot, too. I raise my leg, hopping to try to stay balanced, and catch my foot. Ew. It's a dirty chocolate wrapping. I must have eaten it, subconsciously while dreaming about that damn fridge. I know about sleepwalking, but sleep eating? Does that even exist? What a mess. Fun fact, I've baked cookies in my sleep before. I burned them though. Clean the room. Put the sheets in the washing machine. Hoping that the chocolate won't leave a stain. It probably will. I get the washing machine going as quickly as possible. So, I hope nothing in here plans to talk to me today. I smile and blush, immediately ashamed of being amused by my own joke. I walk out quickly, trying not to overthink the fact that the washing machine sounded angry. Living without my father taught me to be frugal. Sure, I got this apartment and his shop for free, but I have no idea about running a business. Better safe than sorry. After discovering the melted leftover chocolate still in its wrapping, I decided to put it straight in my fridge. I can always eat it at midnight, right? Stepping through the kitchen door, I hesitate. I'm not sure if I'm ready for another interaction with my fridge. I realize how pathetic I must look like, afraid of my own household appliances. So, are you in the mood to talk today? I tried to make that sound like a joke, but my voice got rather serious unintentionally. Hey, I just wanted to put this inside of you. Will you let me do it? I'll be gentle. I realize how that sounds and am immediately torn between endless shame and a burst of laughter. My face turns red and sweaty. Of course, please, do it. That same sweet feminine voice, definitely coming out of the fridge. I'm mad. I must be mad. Continue conversation. I take a deep breath and decide to completely abandon finding any logical explanation for what is happening. Is it true? Can you talk? Is my own fridge talking to me? I hear a warm, short sound similar to a quiet giggle. It's difficult to call that talking, but at least my dear owner can understand me. Your dear... That's you. I try to serve you well. I hope. I just hope that you see that. Let's be honest. So far, you're creeping me out. Please, I didn't want to make you angry. Please forgive me. I'll never do it again. You don't have to be afraid. I'll do my best to take care of you. I promise. Her voice sounded so desperate, like her whole existence depends on me. Her emotions feel real, but she's not a real person, is she? Do you have a name? No reply. Suddenly, the silence is broken by a loud buzzing coming from the fridge. The same sound I sometimes hear at night, reminding me to buy a newer model to avoid the drone. Anzio. She said it quietly, in a tone resembling more of a question than an answer. As far as I know, my father didn't talk with fridges, so she hasn't been called by her real name for at least 10 years. Maybe her original owner did that. I start to create all these theories in my head. No, wait, it's still a talking fridge. Stop rationalizing it. Rationalizing. My bad. So, Anzu. Or Anzu? Are you really just a fridge? Just a fridge? Her voice slowly drifts away with an echo. A quite peculiar one considering the size of my kitchen. It sounds like we're standing in the huge hall. Or a huge hall? Is she somewhere else? I can't remember anything but you walking by me, preparing food and singing in the kitchen. It's a happy memory. Besides that, there's just the void. The void? I can hear scraps of her voice, sounding like she's exhausted, using all her strength to get another word out. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Can't remember. Can't move. Can't feel. Try to touch her? Can you feel this, Anzu? I'm not sure what made me do this. I approach my fridge slowly and gently put my hand on her doors. I realize her soul is female, and judging by the placement of my hand and her height, I could have touched some special places. Damn it. What? No, I'm sorry. I can't feel anything. My face turns red as soon as I realize that I'm half shocked, half disappointed. What did I expect? But please, don't feel bad about it. It means I can't feel pain either. My thoughts are a totally different place now, girl, and you're not helping. Ugh. I shake my head to regain sanity and realize she was totally serious about it. Did I mention my social skills are legendary? What kind of pain? Did someone hurt you? Silence, and then a very quiet voice. Can't remember. Can't feel. She's slowly fading away, although the fridge looks the same as ever. My poor old friend. I look at it, my vision jumping from magnet to magnet, each of them being a small souvenir from our trips with Dad. Do they make her feel bad? Is it like putting jewelry on someone that can't say no? I shake my head again. I'm really treating her as a person now. I jump slightly with a small shock after hearing my fridge letting out its usual loud buzzing. Seems like everything is back to normal now. I should probably go on with my day, go to work or something, anything. I feel a little bit dizzy as I leave the kitchen and lean against the wall, breathing heavily, trying to pull myself together. I could keep telling myself that it's stress, that all those nights spent at work have finally caught up with me, and that's the cause of these strange hallucinations. But that voice was real. Deep inside I know it well, but I try not to let these thoughts take over my mind. I feel like I'm hanging on the edge of sanity, in desperate need of distraction to clear my head. I should probably go to work, or at least decide what to do today. Since the day my father passed away, I've been running his business all by myself. It's a huge responsibility. At least I'm the master of my own time. It's up to me if the shop is open or not. Just like father, I'm not a fan of this whole weekend idea. Why waste the day when you could be productive instead? Of course, I'm not a robot. I sometimes take a day off to visit my friend Kazuya and play games just like we did in the good old days. It's been a while since I've been around though. To be honest, I can't remember the last day I even took a break. That explains the whole fridge hallucination thing, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't have time to work and visit Kazuya the same day. Being the only person running such a huge shop full of household appliances, I have to stay late to do all the paperwork and make sure everything is alright. There's barely any time left to read a book or clean the house. How did my father manage to do this all by himself? Why didn't I help him? It's time to decide what to do. Going to work would be the most responsible idea. That's what my father would do. I'm not feeling well right now, but there's no more sick leave in my life. I have to grow up and face it. growing up, that also means not keeping everything to myself and learning when to ask for help. That's true. Kazuya, my best friend, has always been there for me, so I should maybe tell him about what happened. Although I'm not sure how he would react to the fact that I can hear fridges. Maybe he could actually help me. Sometimes I prefer just to stay home and relax, but I'm not sure if I want to risk another conversation with my fridge. Not now. I'll give myself a day or two to find out if I'm really insane before I start thinking about professional help. Let's not overreact yet. What should we do? Think we should visit Kazuya. 'Cause he's right, we shouldn't keep it all bottled up inside. I was sure I could cope with everything myself. Apparently this was a mistake. It's time to confide in a friend. The best one I know there is. Best one there is. Kazuya. Well, he's the only friend I've ever had. However, this could be an even bigger mistake. Huh? Is my brain switching to autopilot? I'm not really sure how, but I have a phone in my hand, and a familiar voice comes from it. Oh, hi, sup? Kazuya? It's me. I know, caller ID. Remember when the 21st century happened? What can I do for you? Dude, I know this may sound absolutely crazy. I think I'm losing my mind here. Hey, calm down. Tell me what happened, nice and slowly. A moment of hesitation. I'm not thinking straight. Can I really tell him what happened? Everyone already looks down on me anyway. A hopeless and whimsical dreamer. I see myself wrapped up in a straitjacket already. But then again, Kazuya is my best friend. We could talk about everything. And on the other hand, he doesn't really take anything seriously. He lives by a simple philosophy. Problem? Party hard. Bigger problem? Party even harder. You still there? I'm really worried here. Tell me what's up. He sounds honestly concerned. Maybe I could tell him the truth. You wouldn't believe me anyway. Try me. I'm hearing. It's been talking to me. What? The sudden raise of his voice catches me off guard, and in it, I can hear an honest feel of desperation. He is concerned, a good friend. It's my fridge, Kazuya. It's been talking to me. A moment of silence. You're right about one thing. Huh? What's that? I don't believe you. I have to hold the phone away from my ear while Kazuya laughs uncontrollably. I'm not sure if I should feel ashamed, offended, or concerned. I can't blame anybody but myself for sharing something as crazy as this. I'm not even sure I believe in myself with a goofball like Kazuya. But this is one of the most terrifying experiences in my life. I had to tell someone. Finally, the laughter fades. I'm sorry, mate, but you have to admit, this is absolutely hilarious. I'm glad you see it like that. I wish I could too. Hey, with all that you've been through in the past few weeks, I'm not surprised your brain is taking a vacation in bizarre dimension. What you need is some serious downtime. Oh goody, here we go again. Come over, let's talk. Have a drink. Don't worry, it's on the house. I'm not really looking forward to drowning this whole thing in alcohol. Even if I'm just imagining things, I want to get this sorted out professionally. Then again, I did just call Kazuya, didn't I? My eyes wander through the room, and eventually rest on the fridge. On the other hand, right now, everything else seems to be better than another chat with her. God damn it. I'll be there in a minute. I don't need a response. In one fluid motion, I end the call, put my phone in my pocket, and grab my jacket while storming out the door. It's a 15-minute bike ride to Kazuya's place, and I try to keep my focus on pedaling. I don't want to think about it. Don't think about it. That's a mess. At all. Hell, maybe drowning all this insanity in booze is exactly the answer I'm looking for. The world around me becomes a blur of indistinct visuals and shreds of sound buzzing through my head like a swarm of angry hornets, enough to keep me molding a clear thought. I mean, you can't just rely on alcohol to solve your problems, but, you know. Guess you deserve a day off. I have no idea how I made it to Kazuya's apartment without having an accident, but I did it. We've got a record here. Barely 10 minutes. I'm sweating like a pig in a bacon factory. Well, at least I know Kazuya won't mind that at all. He isn't the cleanest guy either. And sure enough, shortly after ringing the doorbell, I hear some rustling and what sounds like weeks' worth of dishes crashing onto the floor. Case in point. Suddenly, Kazuya opens the door, almost ripping it from its hinges. The smile on his face is strangely familiar. He looks tired, slightly crooked, and eyes gleam like those of a psychopath. What on earth have I gotten myself into? Damn it, at this point, I don't care anymore. It can't get any worse. I hope. Hey, I must say I didn't expect you this early. Did you take the company helicopter? Come in, let's have a chat. Thanks, Kazuya. I'm using all the same voices as all the visual novels I read. I don't mind his remark about the alleged luxury I'm apparently living in, but while he leads me through the mess that barely resembles a living room, I start to realize how he could get envious of the life I was living. Is that a Dreamcast? Or PlayStation? Though right now, I would not have anything against changing places with him. I clear the couch of TV remotes, game controllers, and a plastic bag of questionable contents. I sit down just in time to see Kazuya plunge down next to me, holding a can of beer in front of my face. He looks at me, waiting patiently for me to take a long sip, probably counting on the fact that booze will loosen my tongue. So, can you please tell me what happened, step by step? The beer works quickly, sending a warm feeling of fuzziness throughout my whole body, but I still maintain enough self-control not to make a fool out of myself. But then again, this whole thing was probably just me going insane over the events of the past few weeks. I want to be rational, especially since he still has that awful smile on his face, and it's growing wider with every passing second. Tell him what happened. Yeah, tell him exactly what happened. So, I told you I haven't been sleeping well these days. This one night was more or less the same, until I heard a rumble, and suddenly my fridge was standing right in front of my bed, and it spoke with the voice of a girl, offering me something to eat. Well, that's not surprising. You tell me all the time about how you eat all sorts of cold trash before going to sleep. It's no surprise that you dream weird shit after such a diet, mate. I know, dude. I thought it was a dream as well, but guess what? The story doesn't end there. The next morning, I went to get breakfast, and she spoke again. Get out of here. What'd she say? And so I start talking, telling him everything. I talk fast, but don't leave out any details. I don't care anymore. I don't want to deal with this madness alone anymore. And as I finish my story, Kazuya takes another sip from his beer, leans back, and says, Say, you don't by chance happen to have one of those new fridges? You know, the one that connects to the internet and orders food by itself? Maybe it was just telling you that it needed an update. Kazuya, you know my fridge. It is almost as old as me. It doesn't have a modem or a speaker. It can't speak. Or it shouldn't. But she did. And yet she gave you something to eat, right? Yes. Kazuya, am I going insane? He takes a small sip while looking at the table. I would think so. I'm sorry to tell you straight. I mean, a girl that's so caring for her sweetheart, even preparing food, that's crazy, dude. Oh, screw you, Kazuya. What the hell, man? You are not helping. I'm seriously worried that I'm losing my shit here. Yeah, be serious, Kazuya. Calm down, worried pants. I just wanted to brighten up your mood a bit. I'm sorry, I realized it was a bad joke. But in all honesty, you aren't crazy. A bit loopy maybe, but that's absolutely understandable. I mean, just look at the mess you've gotten yourself into. Being forced into a suit, repeating the same drill every day, echoing stupid sales phrases to faceless customers. That's not what you want. It's not who you are. You want to be creative, express yourself, and your mind is going completely apeshit over that. I have to compliment Kazuya. In an attempt not to burst in laughter, he presses his lips together until they turn a thin, bloodless line. I know myself how crazy this all must sound, but he really seems to be determined to help. In his own way, of course. So, assuming you're right, what do you think I should do? Quit my job? Sell the store? What then? It's not like I have any other jobs that'll keep my fridge full. And too late, Kazuya's laughing again. Time for another sip of beer. Maybe it'll wash away this shame. At least I can fill the time until he's done laughing. Well, I can't tell you how to treat your girl. Also, I haven't said you should quit your job. Don't jump the gun, dude. You're stuck from head to toe in a big pile of manure, and even though it stinks like hell, you won't drag yourself out of it in one day. First and foremost, and I know that just sounds like what I would say anyway, you gotta chill it out a bit, bro. Get your mind off things, and give yourself some space to breathe. So, you mean... Yes, knock yourself out. It's what you need right now. You know what? You're right. I definitely need a breather. Let's kill some booze. Time passes. And while we do that, I'm gonna leave the episode here. So, thanks for watching this demo of Cold Hearts, and next time we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, how we deal with the fridge later. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.